This is the site of the 12th century St Bryde's Kirk. It lies near the village of that name in Dumfries and Galloway. Running close by is the River Annan, and overlooking the river used to be a tower known as Bryde's Tower. Maybe the owner of that was an Alice, because the name Alice comes up in terms of the donation of the land to the church. Interestingly, there's still an Alice's pool on the River Annan nearby. The saint's name, Bryde or Bridget, is found throughout Britain, and particularly in Ireland. In Wales we have St Bride's Bay, and in Scotland we've got Wescobride and Iscobride. The feast day for Bridget or Bryde was the 1st of February, which is also Imbolc. That is the Celtic festival of the first day of spring, and there was a Celtic goddess with the name Bridget. A piece of Roman pottery was found in the area around the kirk. The kirk itself probably dates from the 12th century and was in use up until the 16th. A document survives, written by the Pope, which confirms its existence in 1218. The village used to stand close to the kirk. Nothing now remains of that. The present-day village is a planned one built in around 1800 by Colonel Durham of Mount Annan House. Nothing remains of the cemetery that was once associated with it. It appears to have been surrounded by an oval wall, typical of early Celtic churches. It was small, measuring only about 9 metres by 5 metres. Excavations have shown there was another building lying beneath the present ruins. It seems it underwent some alterations in around about 1495-1500. It's found that the altar was moved to the east wall, and 2 coins with those dates were found beneath it. The church ruins stand on a slightly elevated mound, and today are surrounded by a dry stone dyke, which dates from the 19th century. Near the kirk, just down the lane, lies St Bride's Well. Its waters still flow into the River Annan. It's medieval in origin, used to have an ancient stone surround. Sadly, it was stolen, supposedly in the 1970s, by potato pickers. However, a replacement was provided. Just below the site of the well lies a flooded area, very overgrown. This was the old kerning pond for Brydekirk village. It's not recorded if the Holy Well's waters had any particular curative properties. However, almost certainly the water was taken and used in the font for christenings back at the old kirk. It's also known that at least one individual in the village, until comparatively recently, valued the waters enough to come and collect some every day. Brydekirk Mains Farm had its own corn mill. The water supply ran in front of the kirk into some mill ponds that are now overgrown, but still visible in front of the entrance to the farm. On the River Annan itself, there are a number of pools. Some of them have names. One of them is called the Priest's Plum. Plum is a word in Scots that can also mean a deep hole. Brydekirk's present-day church dates from only 1835. It stands at the top of the high street in a very prominent position.